Hey guys, it's Chris Wong. For this video, I'd like to talk about turning your expensive source of income into a more tax-free income in the long term. So as a disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy interested in building a portfolio and improving my wealth. So I am a Canadian living in Canada, and I take advantage of the tax-free savings account and the RRSP. So I'll start off by talking about expensive income. So expensive income for most people would be a job. Like even I have a job and I work full time. So having a job, so whether you like going to work or you don't enjoy your job, it can cost you a lot of money in the long term. And going to work, especially if you don't enjoy your job, can be the most time consuming and the most miserable feel. So your expenses to go to work and to come back would be your public transportation or your car expenses if you do drive. And it also takes time to go to work and come back. And whether you work an hour away or whether you work 10, 20 minutes away, it still takes time out of your day and it still costs money to go to work. I know many people, they like to stop at a coffee shop and buy a coffee on the way to work. And I know there's people that go out for lunch. So that actually costs money to try to earn income. There's also the frugal approach, and that would be to make your own coffee at home before going to work, and also to make your lunch ahead of time and bring your lunch. So the other reason why your income from your job is expensive is because the stated salary that you're supposed to get is not what you get in your bank account. You're actually getting taxed on it. You have other expenses that are taken off, like your health benefits. So your take-home pay, depending on your salary, it could be like 20% or 30% taken off at least. And it could be even more if you make more money. So what my approach is in order to build a tax-free income portfolio is I have to try to minimize expenses in my work income, and I have to work aggressively in order to learn how to invest and in order to put into my tax-free savings account in Wealthsimple or Questrade. And I try to buy as many shares of good funds that give me monthly distributions. And the monthly distributions, especially if they're on the TSX, they are tax-free in the tax-free savings account. So that way, in the long term, as I'm building my portfolio, my monthly distribution income goes up. So I have other videos of what funds I do invest in, and I will make other videos in the future of what funds are in my portfolio. But this video is mostly just focused on trying to convert expensive income into reliable tax-free income in the long term. Whether you like your job or not, I still think it's important to do it, just because anything could happen. Like companies are evolving, anything could change. You can get a new boss that you don't like. You can get a new boss that may even try to fire you, or you can get new coworkers that can make your day job very miserable. So anything could change. Now this approach to convert your hardworking income into tax-free income by investing is not an easy path, and it will take sacrifice. And the faster you want it, the more sacrifices you're going to have to make. This is not something that's going to take 2 years. This is something that may take at least 10 years in order to have a good amount of income, whether you can fully retire or not. And for some people, or I would say many people, it may take at least 20 years. It just depends on what job you have, how much money you make, and what your expenses are. Now, there is a limit on how much you can contribute to your TFSA, the tax-free savings account. And it depends on your age, it depends how long you've been in Canada, whether you're Canadian. I don't know the rules for TFSA if you're not Canadian, but because I'm Canadian, born in Canada, and I'm 36 years old, so my contribution maximum up to date is $95,000. So that's something you got to pay attention to. The best way for yourself to find out what your contribution room for the year is go onto your CRA website, log into your account, and find out what your contribution room is, but also make sure all your contribution from your previous years have been entered in. And then keep track of all your contributions in the current year through all your brokerages or all your bank accounts. I hope this information is helpful. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. Otherwise, please subscribe to my channel for future videos. Thank you guys for watching.